Hi everyone, Sailor Earth here, or Ernest P. Worrell here. And I know I made this film many times called The Good and Bad of Being Sailor Earth, and was the Sailor Moon followership open-minded to it. Now, the grounds to why I always make a film like this, because you would think that open-mindedness about coming up with something that wasn't truly from the show or the film or the play or whatever. You would think that there'd be open-mindedness. And I would say half and half. First off, yes, I would say that there are a lot of folks in the Sailor Moon followership were open-minded to me being Sailor Earth, like Michael Loggy 86, that always, always was inciting how it would be if a true man, or was living in a drawing show world. Others like Megan Pussmucker, who would go as Meg Chan over the years, also said that she believed anyone could be a sailor fighter when I did talk with her in the past. So there were other folks. Even Nick 2121 also liked the thought of it as well. And at one point, Katarina Chase, she's no longer on Euro, she did like it too. Now, that didn't mean to say there were not folks out there that were against it, because there were some. There were some folks who, keep in mind, these folks were on daily motion or daily shift or daily work. Now, there's laughable right there, due to the grounds that website doesn't seem to have the same standards of working right. Said that it was out of luck that I was chosen to be Sailor Earth. Well, first off, it wasn't out of luck. It wasn't like Dwayne took a name of celebs that were played by stand-ups and show players and whatever, and then said, okay, we're going to spin a can. Whoever self it lands on, that's going to be Sailor Earth. No, I was already picked to be Sailor Earth way back towards the end of 2008 YL, even before all the Sailor Moon sagas he started to write even came into being. And someone else took it the wrong way and thought that me being Sailor Earth was a slight on Naiko Takiguchi. First off, I don't know how that could be a slight on Naiko Takiguchi or her work. I would believe, and my belief, is that she would be open-minded enough to say, yes, I didn't make no Sailor Earth and Sailor Moon, but if someone wants to make up one for their own works, then I'm all right with it. I'm not putting words in her mouth. I'm just saying you hope that she's open-minded enough. But some folks maybe not. And I don't know why they would take it that way, that I was a slight on Naiko Takiguchi, when I wasn't. And if you think that I was the first man to be a sailor fighter, that's not true. The Sailor Starlights, or the Trilights, or whatever you want to call them, Jordan, Dustin, and Jillian, from Sailor Stars and also Stars, were also the first men to be sailor fighters. So I was just the latest of those ones to come. But I was the one that either folks liked or didn't like. And that couldn't be helped. It could not. Now, a lot of folks are going to say, well, you don't shapeshift like the other ones do. No, I don't. But I do have likenesses of what I look like when I'm shapeshift. I can go show them to you if you want to see them in this film. I'll have to bring them over. Either that means I'm going to have to steal the film, or I'm just going to go over and get them. I choose to go over and get them and not steal the film. All right, folks. These are just some of the likenesses of what I look like as Sailor Earth. This is one of them that says Sailor Earth, and I'm holding the Earth, and it says, you know what I mean? Yeah, that is just one of many. And someone drew this from some website on the interweb, and they did really good work with it. Now there's another one that's as good. Hold on. Oh. All right. This next one here was also a good one here. It says Ernest P. Worrell as Sailor Earth, as seen in Sailor Moon and the Stones. And as you can see in this one, I got my cap, I got my sailor clothing on, my gloves, my shirt, my longs. So, yeah, that's what I look like. And you got the earth in the background, know what I mean? Put them up here, and I'll put them back in the bag when I'm done. So, all right, you got to see what I look like when I shapeshift. And yes, that is what I look like when I shapeshift. And I am quite aware that there are other Sailor Earths out there who shapeshift the same, but are not all the same. I believe code name Sailor Earth, or hidden name Sailor Earth, I guess we'll call her, if you're saying the name right, Kamler. She said, and this was on her live stream, so I might not get all the words right. She said that in every world, there's a Sailor Earth. And each world has a Sailor Earth, and this world just happens to be me. So in every world, there is a Sailor Earth. So every Sailor Earth is the true Sailor Earth in a world that they belong to. And that's as far as that is a good open-mindedness that you can get, you know. So, did folks like me as Sailor Earth? Some did. Some don't. Some still do. Some are in the middle, and they don't know if they like me or don't like me. All right? Give the film a like, share, and playlist it, and I'll see you later. Know what I mean?